Hi students, in today's section we discuss about the Prevost theory of the heat exchangers. Okay, till end of the 17th century, scientists believed that there are two types of radiations are available. One is cold radiations which are emitted by the cold body and hot radiations which are emitted by the hot body. Okay, but later Prevost developed a theory, okay, and he gives a proper reason for feeling of hotness and coldness of the body. This theory name is theory of heat exchangers. Okay, according to his theory, he suggested some important points. The first one is every body emits radiations or absorb radiations at a temperature above 0 Kelvin. Okay, above 0 Kelvin, every body emits radiations or absorbs the radiations. For suppose, room temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. So, my body temperature also at 23 degrees Celsius. So, the 23 degrees Celsius is not 0 Kelvin. That means I am also emits radiations, absorbs the radiations. Pen, it emits radiations, absorbs radiations. Board, it emits radiations, absorbs radiations. So every body in the universe emits radiations, absorbs radiations, except the temperature called 0 Kelvin. Above 0 Kelvin, every body emits and absorbs the radiations. Is it clear? Second point, the amount of radiation emits increases with increase in temperature. Means if the temperature increases, the temperature of the body is increases, then what happens? From the body, more number of the radiations are emitted. Temperature decreases, then it emits less number of the radiations. Okay? Next, third one, it's very important. Listen carefully. There is a continuous exchange of heat takes place between surroundings and body. Okay, there is a continuous exchange of heat takes place, radiations takes place between the surroundings and the body. Okay, if suppose if you stand in front of a fire, okay, we feel hot. Why? Because fire is in the surroundings. Okay, that temperature is more than the temperature of the body. So that what happens? Radiations are absorbed by the body more. Okay, whenever our body absorbs more radiations, then the temperature of that body will be increases. This will be only happening when surrounding temperature is more than the temperature of the body. Clear? If suppose we entering into the AC room, okay, the temperature of AC room is, for suppose it is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, human body temperature, for suppose if you take 24 degrees Celsius, just imagine. Then what happens? If you entered into the AC room, we feel cool. Why? Because our temperature is more than the temperature of the surroundings room. That's why what happens? Body emits more radiations. Whenever body emits more radiations, it loses its temperature. Understand? So, depending on the surrounding temperature, body may emits the radiations or absorbs the radiations. So, exchange will be takes place now. That's why the Prevost theory of heat exchanges says there is a continuous exchange of heat in between the surroundings and the body. Until what temperature, sir? Until thermal equilibrium. Until they attain thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium means temperature of body and surroundings if both are same. Until that, this process of exchange of heat takes place. Is it clear? That's why if you spend more than half an hour in the AC room, then you feel there is no coolness of the room. Why? Because you continuously loses the temperature and surroundings gains the temperature. If the surrounding temperature is equal to the temperature of the body, then what happens? Body, how much of heat it emitted, that much of radiations again it will be absorbed. Are you understand? So at thermal equilibrium, conduction stopped, convection stops, but radiation does not stop. Always keep in mind. Okay, why radiation does not stop? Because the first point what he says, except the 0 Kelvin, every body emits radiations and absorbs radiations. Clear now? So except 0 Kelvin means at thermal equilibrium, what happens? How much of radiations emitted by you is equal to the radiations absorbed by you. Is it clear? So, at thermal equilibrium, conduction, convections are stopped, but radiations do not stop. Clear? At 0 Kelvin only radiations are stopped. Okay, now? This is about Prevost theory of heat exchangers. Note it down. So, now we learn that every body emits radiations at all temperatures except 0 Kelvin. So, the radiant energy emitted by a body, radiant energy denoted by the Q. Okay, energy. So, the radiant energy emitted by a body depends on the nature of the body and surface area of the body. If the surface area is more, okay, this is called surface area now. If the surface area is more, then at a given temperature, it radiates more energy. Are you understand? So the radiant energy is always directly proportional to the area of the body. Okay, and radiant energy always directly proportional to the time for which emission is considered. Okay, if you combine these two, then Q is directly proportional to the AT. So Q is equal to, can you write as E into AT? Here E is called as emissive power of a body. Okay, at a given temperature, emissive power of the body is denoted by the capital E. This is depends on nature of the body and it is also depending on the temperature. So, what is the formula for emissive power now? Emissive power E is equal to Q by AT now. Okay, energy radiations per unit area per unit time is called as emissive power of a body. Emissive power of body is defined as energy radiated per unit area per unit time. What are the units for it? The units are energy units: joule, area, meter square, time, second. But we know joule per second is nothing but energy per time. Means watt na. So it may written as watt per meter square. Are you understand? So for a body at a given temperature, it always emits the radiations. That radiant energy is depending on the surface area of the body and also time. Is it clear now? Now, it emits radiations, we said. These radiations have certain wavelength now. That wavelength region is from 0 to infinity. That indicates body, depending on the temperature, it emits all possible wavelengths. Okay, body emits all possible wavelength radiations. Is it clear? So if you want to set for a particular wavelength region, okay, particular wavelength region means, for suppose the wavelength varies from lambda to lambda plus d lambda. Plus d lambda means very small variation. Okay, so the emissive power for particular wavelength region from lambda to lambda plus d lambda at a given temperature is called as spectral emissive power. What it calls? Spectral emissive power. It is also called as monochromatic emittance. What is the meaning of monochromatic? Mono means single, chromatic means wavelength. So single wavelength region. See, here the wavelength region is only from lambda to lambda plus d lambda na. Okay, so how we can define the spectral emissive power? Spectral emissive power is defined as energy per unit area per unit time at a given temperature and for given wavelength region is called as spectral emissive power. Okay, it is denoted by E lambda, particular wavelength. But what we said, wavelength is changes from 0 to infinity now. So if you take all the emissive powers at every wavelength and if you integrating between the limits 0 to infinity, then it gives total emissive power of the body. What is capital E? Capital E is nothing but the total emissive power of body. Okay, so total emissive power is defined as same definition, there is no variation. Okay, energy per unit area per unit time for all possible wavelengths is called as total emissive power. Energy per unit area per unit time for particular wavelength region is called as spectral emissive power. Okay, for particularity they said you may use E lambda. Total if you said you may use capital E is equal to integral E lambda d lambda between the limits 0 to infinity. Are you understand? So this is about emissive power. Clear now? So anywhere if they ask emissive power of the body, please keep in mind the formula is Q by AT. Units are very important. Watt per meter square or joule per meter square second. Okay? Note it down. Now, emissivity. Okay. Emissivity also called as relative emittance. Relative emittance. It is denoted by the small e. Okay. What is emissivity of a body? Emissivity of a body at a given temperature is defined as ratio of the total emissive power of the body. Now only we said capital E, nothing but integral E lambda d lambda na. Total emissive power of a body to the total emissive power of perfect black body. How the emissivity is defined? At a given temperature, the ratio of total emissive power of the body to the emissive power of the perfect black body. Okay, here B indicates the black body. So, what are the units for the E? It is just a true ratio. No? Whenever it is a pure ratio, it does not have any units. Okay, so E doesn't have any units, any dimensions. And what is the value of the E? We know the emissive power of the black body is very huge now, because black body emits all the radiations now. So this lambda E lambda B value is very high. Whenever denominator is high, the value is always less than 1 or not. So E value is always lies in between the 0 and 1. Okay. Now for perfect black body, total energy is nothing but, can you write as E lambda B now? So E lambda B cancel. Then what happens? Emissivity value is 1. Okay. Very important point here. For perfect black body, emissivity value is 1. Emissive power is not equal to 1. Okay. Emissivity value is 1. Clear now? So this emissivity also depending on the nature of the material. Clear? Please note it down. Now absorptive power. Denoted by A. Okay. What is absorptive power? Listen carefully. Previously, in the last section, we discussed this one. Let us take a body. On that body, for suppose some radiations are falling it. Okay. For example, I think 100 radiations are falling it. Every radiation has certain energy. So 100 joule of energy is fallen it. Okay. Then this surface out of 100 only absorbs very few amount. For suppose it absorbs only 40 radiations. It absorbs only 40 radiations. That indicates out of 100 it absorbs only 40 now. So what is the value of absorbing power? Absorbing power is nothing but 40 by 100. Nothing but 0.4%. Okay, 0.4 or 40%. What is the value of absorbing power? 0.4 or 40%. Okay, if suppose this body absorbs 70%. So if you send 100 radiations, it absorbs 70 radiations. Then what is the value of absorbing power? Absorbing power is now 70 by 100. Nothing but 0.7 or 70 percentage now. Are you understand? So absorbing power can be defined as A is equal to radiations absorbed per unit area. Okay, per unit area only considered, per unit time by radiations incident per unit area per unit time. Okay, so A is defined as at a given temperature, okay, it is the ratio of radiations absorbs per unit area per unit time to the radiations incident per unit area per unit time. Okay, that's why we said radiations absorbs how much? 70 now. 70 by incident 100. So 70 by 100. If 50 incident, 20 absorb. 50 incidents, 20 absorb. Then what is the formula? A is equal to 20 by 50. 0, 0 cancel. 0.4 means 40%. Are you understand? So this is called absorptive power. Understand now? But absorptive power is also varies for different materials at a different wavelengths. That's why we have another definition for spectral absorptive power. Spectral absorptive power. Anywhere if you use the word called spectral, that indicates for a given wavelength. For a given wavelength. That's why it is denoted by the A lambda. So definition of A lambda is similar to the A, but here A lambda is for wavelength region from lambda to lambda plus d lambda. Understand? Within the wavelength region lambda to lambda plus d lambda, if you said, we can use spectral absorptive power. Otherwise, in general, if you said, then A is called as radiations absorbed per unit area per unit time by radiations incident per unit area per unit time. Understand now? For a black body, the emissivity power is equal to 1. In the last section also, we said this word. Okay, so for a black body, emissivity is 1 and absorptive power is 1. Keep in mind. Okay, I understand this one. Please note it down. So, emissive power, emissivity, absorptive power, all are depends on the nature of the material and also temperature. Okay, if temperature varies, emissive power changes, absorptive power also changes. Clear na? Now we may go to the next topic called black body. We are familiar with this word. What is a black body? A black body is one which absorbs all radiations incident on it. Okay, what is a black body? A perfect black body is which absorbs all radiations incident on it. Okay, in nature there is no perfect black body, but lamp black and platinum black are considered as the black bodies. Okay, lamp black 96% of absorption is there, and platinum black 98% of absorption. Okay, in the earlier days we are using the kerosene lamp now. Okay, when you use the kerosene lamp, then outside the some blackish color will be formed now, that is called as lamp black. If you heated the platinum wire, then some ash will be coming, that is called as a platinum black. Those are considered as the black bodies. In nature there is no perfect black body. Is it clear? So lamp black value is 96% of absorption and platinum black is 98% of the absorption. Is it clear now? Now, the most commonly used black body was designed by Ferri. This is called Ferri's black body. Okay. So let us see the designing of the Ferri's black body. So this is a Ferri's black body. Okay. It is nothing but it is a double walled hollow sphere. It is just a cavity. Okay, double walled hollow sphere. Here just observe, there is small origin is there now, orifice. Through this orifice radiations are entered. Okay, so the radiations are always entered through this point, and exactly opposite to the O there is some projection is there now. That projection is called as P. Okay, this prevents the direct reflection of the incident rays. Clear? Now, in between the two walls, the entire space is evacuated. Nothing will be there. Okay, why? If you take a thin hollow sphere, then some molecules is available now. Whenever there is a molecules, then heat will be exchanges due to conduction and convection processes. So if you make it evacuated in space, we know conduction and convection is not present, because for conduction convection we require the medium now. Here there is no medium, that's why there is no loss of heat due to the process of conduction and convection. Are you understand? That's why this area is evacuated. Understand? Now, the outer surface of this one is polished with the nickel. Outer surface polished with the nickel, and inner surface of this one is coated with the lamp black. We know lamp black is considered as the perfect black body now. That's why the inner part is coated with the lamp black and outer part is polished with the nickel. I understand? Now, whenever the radiations are entering through the O, they fall here. Then some percentage of radiations are absorbed by it because it is coated with the lamp black now. So some part is absorbed. Remaining part reflects. Again here touches the another portion here. Here also coated with lamp black now. So some part is absorbed. Remaining part is reflects. Again some part is absorbed, remaining part is reflected. So like this, after multiple reflections, okay, almost all the radiations which is passes through this O is absorbed. Or understand? When radiations are entering to the O, they directly fall on the projection and it takes multiple reflections, and almost all the radiation is absorbed due to the multiple reflection. Due to single reflection, it is not possible. Is it clear? So entire radiations absorbed means all incident on it absorbed means is black body or not. That's why Ferris black body is named as the Ferris black body. It is named as Ferris black body. Are you understand? So this is about the black body. What is a black body? Black body is nothing but which absorbs all the radiations incident on it. In nature, there is no perfect black body. We may consider lamp black or platinum black. Okay? And this is the Ferris black body. Now, listen carefully. If you heated this one, then what happens? Black body radiations are emitted from Vona. Okay? Because whenever you heat it, what is the radiations absorbed by it? Now it is emitted now. Now all the radiations are emitted from the O. That's why it is also called as the black body emitter. Is it clear? So this is about the black body. Okay? Thank you.